stories. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm listening to see you again. But you can't hear it because I have headphones on. I'm whispering. Okay. I'm not even sure if you can even hear me because I can barely hear myself. Okay. There we go. I can hear myself a little better. It is 1 in the morning, and I am effing bored. I'm trying to be nice, because I'm gonna keep this vlog, PG-13. Yeah, or PG, rather. Yeah, my hair's a mess, but that's okay. I've had a very interesting week. My interesting week consisted of staying up all night until... not all night, staying up all night and all morning until 8:30 in the morning, going to bed until 3 in the afternoon. What time did I wake up today? I think I woke up earlier. No, I woke up at 4 today, I believe. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, woke up pretty. Of course, this is all going to change next week when I go back to work. Woohoo. But yeah, been playing World of Warcraft. Bought myself a new printer. It's pretty damn good. Where you can go out to break and get my shotgun? That's for Chris. Love you. You love Sarah, sex god. Yes, okay, whatever. Anyways, so, I'm trying to keep with my New Year's resolutions lately. I know I haven't been doing it every single day, but every other couple of days, more than usual. Of course, not too many people are commenting, except my embarrassing, I'm having an emo moment one, but that's okay. Thank you to everybody. Let's see. I haven't really had much anything come up in the past week, not really, except that whole emo video thing. I'm over that now. I mean, yeah, I'm slightly over it. It's funny because the person in question I was involving with, I IM'd me yesterday, and she asked me if I was feeling better. I told her, yeah, I'm over it, I'm fine. And then I promptly told her, but I don't believe I want to speak with you anymore because I didn't like how I was being treated by you. And, you know, the person's like, okay, yeah, I understand. And then she throws in oh, by the way, I apologize for my friend. Which I thought was funny because it was like, you kind of did stuff too. Not did stuff, rather. You were kind of rude too, because she was the one who basically told me she was disappointed in the way I was acting, which I thought was, one, ignorant, because I didn't really disrespect anybody or anything like that, and two, very incredibly biased. And usually, if you're a third person in a situation, or a third party, isn't usually the smartest thing to see things from outside, or just not even be involved at all. But instead, in that situation where both parties were at fault, because I was at fault. I have a bad temper. We all know. I have a very, very bad temper. If you cross me, I will be pissed. I am a bitch. And sometimes I'm proud of it. Sometimes it's like, just leave me alone before I kill you. A lot of times it's like, hey, I'm a bitch. Yeah, it's great. You know, but, you know, it's more than obvious. I have a temper. I know it. I'm not stupid. But this other person was just a psycho, okay? Now, the reason why I say she's psycho is because instead of being pretty, well, not psycho, she's more immature rather than psycho, whatever. Anyway, the point is, in that situation where she could have stepped back or whatever, well, when I had asked her, please leave me be, because right now I just can't deal with this crap. Instead of doing that, she kept pushing, she kept blatantly insulting me. And believe me, it's not me saying like, oh, I think she was insulting me. No, she was full out. I said something to her, which in all honesty, it hasn't been like diagnosed. It's just an assumption that I've made about myself that I really actually want to go to a doctor about. And I mentioned it to her, and I told her that I was in the belief that my emotional miss at that moment was due to that kind of thing. That's why I told her that I believed it came from. I didn't say like, oh, it's because of this. I said, I think it's because I'm blah, 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 blah. And instead of handling mature way, just feeling, okay, whatever, I don't care, she just started like, oh, yeah, this is what you're going to do, you're going to blame it on this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I wasn't doing it for, like, pity or pain or, like, attention or anything. I did it because, honestly, at that moment, it's like, you ever know when you're really not in control of yourself and you're not in control of yourself. Like, I mean, like, being to stop myself from killing somebody, of course. I mean, like, when you're not in control of your emotions and then you just can't think. You can't think clearly and you're shaking because it's like you really want to think clearly. You want to calm down. And this other person, this other party's not allowing you to do that. They're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you're just kind of like, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this at this current moment. And I was trying to explain it to her because I felt so helpless. I felt really helpless at the moment. I'm trying to explain it to her because I'm like, maybe if I say this to her, she'll understand, she'll back off, and they'll understand, and they'll just back off for a moment so I can calm down, think things through, have a day of peace, and then later be like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. But instead of doing that, she just kept pushing, and she was just like, oh, yeah, right, that's what you have, oh, that's a bridge, and like, you know, just throwing jibs and jabs and, you know, jib-jab, and just throwing things back and forth at me. It was just kind of like, I don't need this at this moment. And when her friend, or my friend rather, came on, I was completely expecting her to just be like, okay, calm down, we just need to chill, or something like that, you know. I was expecting that. Instead, I get this, I'm so disappointed in you, we need to talk. And I was just kind of like, huh? And it's funny because we have a mutual friend who I was speaking to about the situation. She said she's seen it. And the funny thing is, though of course she did acknowledge that both were at fault, she said to me, she said she wasn't happy with how the other two handled the situation. You know, at first I thought like, oh, she's a really good friend with her, she's not gonna really hear my side. But she did it in the proper way, and I told her, I said, thank you so much for, you know, viewing it from an outside view, because it's like, you know, I hated the fact that the other friend didn't do that, and she had done that, and she saw it in an outside view, and she said, no, you know, they could have handled it in such a better way, and, you know, it wasn't good for so-and-so to do this, and, you know, it made me feel so much better, and I think that's what helped me get over it so much easier, because it was just like, you know, that's how the situation is, and I'm not even gonna be bad shape over it, because I knew I had a wrong place in it as well. I knew what I did wrong. I knew exactly what I did wrong. And at the same time, they're at fault too, and they hadn't, like, I think that's why, in a way, I felt more mature, and I felt better, because I was like, you know what, that could have been handled in a better way. Granted, I should have let myself lose that control, but at the same time, it's like, when people keep pushing at you and pushing at you and pushing at you as soon as you stop, it's not a smart thing to do, but sometimes it happens. So, basically, that's done and over with, like, when she talked to me, and I told her straight out, I said, well, so you weren't, because she apologized for her friend, I said, yeah, but you were also in the wrong, too, because you should have said some of the things that you did say, and, when you really should have been like that, you should have stayed neutral. In all honesty, you should have stayed neutral, and it wasn't fair what you said to me. Especially because you just admitted that your friend was screwed up and wrong, and you just apologized for that. So why would you apologize for that and at the same time say to me later that you were, well, not later, beforehand, and say to me that you were disappointed in me, but you never apologized for that. You just apologized for what your friend did. So, anyway, long story short, it wasn't really short. Anyways, so basically the said person just didn't reply, which I thought was very amusing. Wow, your loss, not mine. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, other than that, not a very interesting week. End of the year is coming very soon, isn't it? What is it, Monday it's gonna be? Wow. And this week will probably be very uneventful. Next week should be a little more eventful, probably most likely going out to dinner in the city with coworkers on Friday, most likely. Not sure yet. Here, my coworkers telling me plans of it, so I think it might be happening. We're going to the Excellent Complaint House in the city. Yeah, I like it because they have good soup. Their pepper steak and onions is not that good. It's a little, but their xiaolong pao is really awesome, and the chicken in the soup is awesome. They have like some sizzling beef noodles. Those are awesome too. Other than that, that's it. Yeah, nothing much more. I'll probably do a video tomorrow, maybe Saturday or something, and eventually I will do a video tying up the year. Yay! Was this my second year now on YouTube? Amazing. Simply amazing. Just finished my year. Yeah. It's officially a year from the summer. So we're starting on my second year now. Woo!